What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is all about rugby players and their current earnings that they earn in a year. The title of this video is Should Rugby Players Earn the Same Amount as what Footballers Earn? Now this is a topic that's faced a lot of controversy and a lot of chat, and a lot of agreements and disagreements, because the difference between these two sporting codes' earning potentials is redonkulous. It is absolutely shocking to see what football players earn in a year opposed to a rugby player, and I'm going to go over all that in this video. What inspired this video was talking about yesterday and how players are playing for money or pride and all that stuff. But when you see scary stats like this, you sort of maybe get a better understanding as to why players go overseas or go to Japan where the money is because the earnings that they earn are currently so low. It's actually quite a shocking stat, and it's quite sad for a rugby player. And I did this poll about an hour and a half ago on my community page on YouTube. And I said, I posed the question to you guys: should rugby players earn the same amount, or should we leave it as it is? Currently we're sitting at, so far, 85 votes, and a lot of people have said, 68% have said no, leave rugby as it is, and only 32% have said that they should earn the same amount. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of this video, I do want to encourage you guys to please turn on the notification icon next to the subscribe button, because a lot of you guys are not getting notified for videos, and a lot of people who are subscribed aren't even getting and aren't even seeing the videos pop up. I don't know what the hell YouTube's doing, but please keep a lookout for them. You know me, I post on a weekly basis, so turn on the bell notification when you subscribe so you don't miss out on another video, because I saw in yesterday's video it hardly reached not even 1% of the subscribers I've got, which is quite shocking. So please hit the notification so you don't miss out on future uploads. But back to the topic. Now, obviously, there's a big difference in the support for both sporting codes. Right? Obviously, football has a wide range of supporters, and I mean, majority of the stadiums are full. There's a lot of money in the sport. However, my issue with it is, if we look at the current systems, it destroys teams and it destroys players. Why I say that is because, you know, you're playing in a club, and the main goal is to win, and number two is to get the star football players to your team. So for example, Manchester United have got Paul Pogba. He's the 5th richest earning football player in the world at the moment. So they buy him, then they want to buy someone else. You got Real Madrid, who had Ronaldo, who have Gareth Bale. I mean, top earning football players. You've got all these stars in there, but the problem is you're taking away, or you're bringing all this stardom within your squad, but it's taking away opportunities from where these guys originally played from. It's taking it away from, like, obviously Gareth Bale can't play in Wales because he needs to be noticed, but the importance of his career, you'd think it would be your country, but it's not. He's playing for Real Madrid because he earns millions of dollars, pounds, rands, whatever it may be. And that's the reason for these guys going to these various places. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo is playing for Juventus now, and that team is like, what, 18 or so points ahead in their log, which means there's no competition at all. Personally, I think, how boring is that? Where's the competition? If we look at the English Premiership, you got your top team who's like 10 points ahead with, so it's Manchester United, City and Liverpool. City's obviously probably going to win, but why? Because they've got the money, they've got it all to spend on, and it just brings the whole thing again to what my video was about yesterday: pride versus money. And those guys clearly play for money, because that is what's there. I mean, Leo Messi, the highest paid footballer of the year last year, versus Israel Folau, who's the highest paid rugby player in World Rugby. Now this is going to shock the shite out of you. Leo Messi earned 84 million. Now guys, that's only his salary. I'm not even adding the ads on. 84 million. Israel Folau only earned $1.4 million. Leo Messi makes Folau's annual salary in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. That is shocking. It is ridiculous. Now the question is, obviously, football has the money, rugby doesn't. So, what are we doing to build? So now we create a Nations Championship. Now the goal of the Nations Championship is to bring in billions of, I think it's dollars or pounds, into World Rugby. Now that's great, because these guys deserve more, in my opinion. Look, I'm all for the way rugby is. Leave it the way it is. Don't let them earn the amount of what Messi and them earns, because, again, it's going to take away the pride of the sport, the love of the game. It's going to be all about the money, and players are going to follow. It's already starting, whether we like it or not. Players are going to Europe to play rugby. They are going to Japan to play rugby, but they're playing because of the earnings, the amount of money these guys get offered in order to play for the respective clubs. So these guys are all disappearing for it. But the comparisons is absolutely shocking, and it blew my mind today when I looked at the stats in preparation for this video. The fact that Folau earns 1.4 million a year and Leo Messi makes that in 2 whole weeks. Well, we need to invest more money into these players. And I mean, we need to take care of these players because, one, they are more prone to injuries than a football player. They do a hell of a lot more on a rugby field than what football players do on the field. I know a soccer player is fitter than a rugby player because they run more. But they don't go through the scrums, the rucks, the tackles, the lineouts, the hard-on playing. I mean, you can't compare the two sports because it's physical contact versus the running and jogging and diving. So for me, these guys should earn more money because they're going to need it in their future, because their careers get cut short, like Patrick Lambie and all these fantastic talented players who miss out on a career due to injury. So they need to take care of them. And that's also where World Rugby needs to use their brain and not create too many tournaments or make tournaments so long that players are playing too much rugby, which causes these injuries. So, for me, World Rugby needs to really focus on the task at hand. Rugby players. Taking care of them firstly, and then figuring out a way to reduce injuries. Whether it's reducing the sport, like a Super Rugby competition or a Pro 14 championship, whatever it may be, reducing it so these guys have more time to recover and take breaks, than opposed to just playing this game throughout the year. I mean, I know football season is bloody long too, don't get me wrong, and I know guys get injured and you can break a leg and all that stuff, but opposed to what a rugby player plays, I mean, these guys play throughout the year. It goes into the Pro 14, then you got the Champions Cup, then you go straight into Six Nations or November Internationals or June Internationals. They don't stop. It's like freaking a year round of rugby where they maybe have a month off, if even. So, World Rugby, you have a task at hand, and that's why I've done 2 videos really talking about the union in itself. To protect these guys, to take care of these guys, and to treat them the way they should be. These guys should be earning more money than what they earn now. Rugby needs to be invested, and I for the life of me can't understand how the comparison. I mean, I know football's popular in many countries, but to me, rugby is way more exciting. A soccer player can pass the ball back to the keeper and to his defender half the game. What's exciting about that? Whereas a rugby player is ramming through his opponents or his players and all that jazz. It's exciting. It's on attack. It's movement. You're seeing various moves of skill and development. I mean, you give a ball to Messi, he runs through the whole team and scores a goal. The opponents don't even have a chance against him. That's why Barcelona's dominating all the leagues. That's why Bayern Munich dominates the German league. That's why Manchester City dominates Premier League. Real Madrid, oh, no, not at the moment, but Barcelona, Juventus, I meant, dominates. Celtic for the Scottish Premier League dominates. It's these type of things that really need to be considered and taken care of, to treat these guys equally. Because the fact that, and I know I said it before, I'm going to say it again, it takes Messi 2 weeks to earn what Falau earns annually is absolutely appalling. If we look at the top players currently, Israel Folau is the top, earning 1.5 million. Dan Carter is second, 1.4 million. Matt Giddo as well, 1.4. Now I'm rounding it off, it's 1.4 something, but Matt Giddo's third. Then we got Charles Patel, 1.3 million, and then you got Aaron Cruden, only $900,000. And now here's the football guys: Messi, 84 million. Cristiano Ronaldo, 61 million. Just remembering, I'm not adding their extras that they get from sponsors, from winning rights and all that stuff. Neymar, 73 million. Gareth Bale, 28 million. Paul Pogba, as mentioned, 25 million. Top five are way in the millions, whereas the fifth player in rugby earns only £900,000. I mean, $900,000. Not even a million. It's sad, and it's shocking. And what is going to be done in order to prove this? Nations Championship, great stuff, but what are you doing to prevent injuries? That's my question to World Rugby, and that's why I want to see even the Hooters going off out of the shock and amusement as to the sport we all know and love, is that the comparisons between the two. I know it will never be the same as what football is, but these guys should be earning way more than what they're earning now, especially for the level of intensity of the sport. I mean, American footballers probably earn double what these rugby players earn, so stuff needs to be done in order to fix this sport and make it better for the fans, for the public. What are we doing to bring in the numbers into the stadiums? And that was the whole point of yesterday's video, so go check that out if you haven't already. But interesting topic, and so much to really be discussed, and so much to do for World Rugby. Interesting question. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. Do you agree? Should they earn more, or be on the same level as a footballer, or should we just leave rugby the way it is right now? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Very, very curious to hear what you have to say. Share this video all over with your friends and family so people can also give their opinion on this topic, because it's very, very interesting, and it's also very, very shocking. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on another video. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.